in the summer it's outdoor.
Yep.
But in winter season, they won't let us play in winter at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
So they let us do inside.
You're too young for that? Is that the deal?
Well, it's January. There should be snow on the ground.
Yeah, right.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Pretty quiet.
So far,
Supposed to be.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've been here. So I don't know. Everything's changing. So
Are you gonna watch me?
Staying there for the whole damn thing.
Meh. 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 Meh.
Oh, did you see that? Kaylin? She said, hi, Pax.
Hi, Kaylin.
We haven't heard from her in a while, had we?
No.
No, we hadn't.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Karen.
Has Karen
Yeah,
joined us?
Karen joined us.
Yes. Great.
So, Pax, you want to tell them you had to disappear early tonight?
Who
I
else?
have to disappear early tonight, 20 to 15 minutes in the video because I got soccer practice.
Yep.
Hello.
You saying that? Well, I have a hard time seeing this.
Chris,
You're like in
Carolyn,
my bubble.
Carolyn, Chris, Kim, Chris, and Karen have joined us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and Quilting Grandma.
Glad to see you back. Glenn, good evening. How's it doing tonight? Great.
Yes. So did you have a good Christmas, Pax?
Yeah.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Hello, Lucy.
Oh, Lucy's
Oh,
on
we got
board.
Lucy.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4,
We're
5,
scooting right
5,
along, aren't we?
and 6. We got 6 people joined us.
Good.
And by the way, the fabric is us. And
Nice to
Looks
see you
like
guys.
Angie. Yes.
love the blue quilt.
What do you think of it? I think it's the first time
We're
you've
going
seen it.
with a blue theme, I'm pretty sure, because I just got here.
We're going to start off with a blue theme. Mm-hmm. Is that okay? Yeah. So yeah, it looks good. So I was going to say I hadn't seen you.
I hope everyone had a nice holiday. Thanks,
I
Anne.
think so. I did. I had a nice holiday. That was Angie.
Okay, I've been holding these.
You have been holding these. And these actually are only 4. The quilt behind me, we'll talk about the quilt behind first. I can hear your foot tapping.
How do I stop the guy around?
Oh.
You go to intro.
Hit scene.
Scene.
Yep, that'll get it. And then need to go over text.
Yeah.
And I can't remember which one opens up.
I think it's that one.
I think it's the plus one. Wrong one.
I can't see.
I think if you click off the screen, there you go. And for some reason we got 3. You have to hit the text and open up the,
Sarcasm. Go with the
open them up so that there's 3 of them. Oops. Oh, we got too many of them opened. Okay, try again, just one click maybe. On the text. How the one got unlocked, I don't know. We generally, no. Okay. We generally only have.
And now we're on outro, so we gotta go back to scene.
Go back to scene. There they go. There they opened up. Now the one without the one. Just open it up. We don't have to unlock it. No, just click it, open. Double click. There it is. And then you can move it down. Nope. Right there. So you can move it down a little further off the. Nope. Just grab it there. There you go. Where only the pound sign is showing. There you go. Okay.
What was that?
Oh, we did it. What do you think? Does it look good now?
Yeah.
Looks much better. Okay. I got crap
Stop
in my
getting
throat.
into the red.
Okay. So tonight, the quilt behind us, we'll start with that. It is a Villa Rosa pattern called
The Butterfield.
Very good. Thank you. Butterfield.
But in a blue, not yellow.
Yes, we did it in blue and not yellow to show off our blues. And what we did is we bought this line as fat quarters. There, and we have all of them here.
And a jelly roll.
Yes. And we used one of the bundles. I've got a second bundle too that's got another bunch of them because there was a lot of blues that they came out with. So we will, anyway, on the quilt, we'll get everything right here. On the quilt, when I use this pattern, it called for 10. Ours has 15 in it. So once I was finished, I took my extra parts and pieces and I ended up adding 2 rows here and an extra row on this side and one across the bottom. So I did make the quilt bigger than what's pictured, but you can add, if you have a really tall person, add 2 or 3 more rows on the bottom. What do you think?
It fits me.
The pattern is 42 by 56. I ended up with, I can't remember, more like 50 by 62, something like that. But either way, it works real well with the bundle fat quarters. But we're going to start with our yardage. And like I said, I didn't buy all the yards. I just bought enough to give us something to go with our jelly rolls and the fat quarters. So if you would like just the pattern, it's number 554. Just the pattern is 554 and they're $2. So the Villa Rosa pattern, great way to really show off a lot of beautiful print so that you don't have to cut it up too small. And we'll kind of show you the ones we have. These are the ones we have by yards. And what we're going to do first is we're going to offer this set of 4 in a 2-yard group. And then the very dark one. So this is what they look like. Okay. Now, if you would like 2 yards of each of these, the 4, if you want 2 yards of each one, the number is 543. It's 543, and it is $92. So if you'd like 2 yards of each of these, it's $543, and it's $2 each. Oh, Quilting Grandma likes your dance. Did you see that?
Hi.
Yeah. So, okay. Now, for those of you that would like only 1 yard of each of these, so you'd get 4 yards, that's number 544. Number 544, and it'll be $46. That gets it down to about $11.50 a yard. Quilting Grandma says, how old are you?
9. Been a long.
Yeah, exactly. The regular price on these, if you walked into the store, it would be $57.60. But tonight, if you want 1 yard of each of the 4 I'm showing you, it'll be $46. So now, I'm going to show them to you one at a time. We'll do one at a time, because maybe you don't want all of them. So there's number 1.
A dark blue
546. This is 546.
a really dark blue with a dark blue.
$11.50 a yard.
Can I speak?
Well, I need your dad to put all the numbers on there so they can, now you can speak and tell them all about it.
It is black.
It's a dark navy. Sorry.
Really dark blue.
There we go.
A dark blue vines and some
Show 'em this.
flowers.
Very good.
No flowers. Regular or a little dark.
A very pretty line. Now remember, we need to hold them still so that they can really look at them, because when we get to wiggling, it's hard to see how pretty the print is. I forgot to grab our little stand. That's okay. This way we're pausing a moment so that they can really see how pretty that particular one is. You want to describe this one?
This
Number
time
547.
a white background with a dark blue with some dark leaves and light blue flowers. It's been a little bit the same, but a lot more light.
Okay. We'll hold it nice and close so that they can see it. How pretty that one is. Isn't that nice? Okay. The next one.
A light blue background with dark blue vines.
548.
Yeah.
You got that one to stand, so it's not going to wiggle around.
Yeah.
But I'm going to move it closer to the screen so they can see that lovely swirl design that's on there. That nice little swirl. Number 548. And the last one of our 4. What do you think of that one? 549. 549. You want to describe that one? Oh, you got it to stand too.
I did not mean to do that. Light, I'm pretty sure a light blue. No, it's like a little dark blue background with some bluey vines, and then blue vines, light blue, and a little dark blue flowers. Basically the same as always. And I did not mean to stand this one.
I know, but that helps to be able to see how pretty it is. And we'll put it a little closer so then they can really see how pretty the blue and the design is. Aren't those nice? Oh no, I think your right is here.
Say bye.
Okay.
And you'll see him next week.
See ya.
Come on in.
Okay, a short time is better than not at all. So I'm going to move on with the rest of the blues that we have. I'm going to keep this one here for a second. Okay, so now I'm going to move to our fat quarter bundle. You can get both bundles, and there is a total of 30 fat quarters. The two bundles, so you'll get 15 in each bundle. The two bundles, it's awful hard to figure out how to really show off all the different pretty pieces in there. The number is 550, and if you want both bundles, let's see, it'd be 131, but tonight it's 105. So for 105 you will get 30 of these lovely blues. There's so many different pieces that they're just very pretty. So anyone that's a blue lover, this should feel that desire. Yeah. So I was thinking we got there, maybe if I opened it a little bit this way. I did keep up with my temperature quilt. I don't have it to show yet because I want Christopher to put the year and Sturgis on it before I quilt it. But as soon as we have that done, I'll show it. It actually turned out really interesting. So there's in that group. And here's the other one that these are. And in this, because we separated out the bundles to show, I do know there, if you bought both bundles, you'll have 2 duplicates. Because the original line had 28. But with 50, I could make the quilt a little bit bigger, because it was easy to cut the extra pieces since it was based on 10. Let's see, that looks like the same one. There we go. So a great variety of dark, medium, lights. I was going to say, hard time trying to get them turned to show you, but just a huge variety of design. All of them really nice. And like I said, the quilt behind me was very easy to put together. Of course, the Villa Rosa patterns are very nice to put together. So yeah, so if anyone wants to make it really big. So those are, that is what you would get, both of those sets. And like I said, there's only 2 duplicates in this whole group, but there's 30 of them. That's 30 fat quarters for 105. So 30 of them, which is really a good price. Price of everything's going up. Okay, with that, I'm going to separate them out so you don't. So for those of you that don't need 30 of them, like I said, we divided them up into 2 bundles. So with bundle 1, this is bundle A. It's going to be number 551A. There's 15 in here. The regular price is $65.90. Tonight's price is $52. So for $52, you can get 15 of the lovely blues. And this is Group A. Group A, there's the light along with some other beautiful lights. Just kind of a quick look at Group A. So here we are, and I couldn't tell you. I think this is the group I did the quilt behind me. I just grabbed one and made the quilt. I knew it wouldn't make any difference which one and stuff, so. Yes, Gwen, you're right. The temperature quilt is really interesting. And so I'm going to do another one this year so that we can do a nice comparison, since this year was so different than our norm. But maybe it wasn't as different as we think. So I'm going to use the same colors. I'm going to change the design slightly, but I'll be using the same colors and showing off. So there you go. That's number 551A for that group of 15. So our next group is the 552, and I called it a B, 552B. So this is the second group, 552B, also $52. There's 15 of them. And whichever group you buy, there are no duplicates. When you buy both, it's only because one from this group we put in the other, one from the other group we put in here, based off of the yards that I showed earlier. So there's no duplicates with the group all by themselves. So this one is 552B. And this is kind of the group that's in this one. Turn it over, see if I can get you to really see. So yeah, like I said, if you know any blue fans, this is the color for them. So that is Group B. So if you didn't want all of them, okay, Kaylin, and yep, I'll save you a pattern, Karen. Trying to keep up reading everything. So that is B. So if the fat quarters aren't quite your thing and you want something a little different, we did get the jelly roll. So here's the jelly roll. It's number 553. And it's $43, regularly $53. So $43, there. $43 will get you the nice jelly roll, and there are 40 strips in the jelly roll. And as you can see, just lots of great color. Everything that I showed you in the fat quarters is in here. But they did a nice one. And I was going to make something with this jelly roll, but I decided to work with the fat quarters instead to be different and stuff. So the jelly roll is, for 40 of them, is $43, regularly $53. So this is one of our new beautiful lines that came in that we wanted to show off, but we also wanted to make something so that you would have an idea of what you could do with it and see how beautiful all the prints are, because they're just, like I said, definitely a blue person. So I do have a few fabrics that are on sale, but before I do that, I've got a couple of notions, a couple other things that are on sale. We still have quite a few of our, let me start with this one, of our tea towels. This is number 541, and it is $8. They're regularly $10. So $8 gets you the one that says, a clean house is a sign of a broken sewing machine. So a nice tea towel makes a nice gift, and we sold several of them over Christmas, and we still had a few left. So I figured if anyone missed, we could give you another chance, or maybe you'd like one for yourself. I said both of these are appropriate in my life. Number 542, also $8, and this is the one that says, yes, I sew, and no, I won't hem your pants. Technically for us, we need it to say, yes, I quilt. And then there would be somebody that would say, no. If I was reading on somebody's YouTube on a comment, and the gals kept going, you're not a quilter if you don't do the quilt 100% yourself. Only a quilter is the one that puts the 3 layers together. Well, I'd say not quite that picky. I think if you put a top together, you piece it, you're quilting. Anyway, a couple of great little tea towels there. Okay, a bag. Nice bag from Riley Blake. Nice lining. I got plenty of stuff in there, but a nice lining. Vinyl on the outside. If I remember right, it's like 10 by 11. It's number 540, and it is $11, regularly $15.90, almost $16. So really nice project bag. Great bag to put your things in when you're going to go, or if you're traveling, keep track of all your stuff. I have one that's a little smaller. I have one that holds all my pencils, because I like to do everything in actual pencil, but it has a few pens in there too. And I've got another one about half this size that's really nice. It has all my crochet hooks in it. So a nice bag. Chris, you're right. You're a piecer, and when I'm talking to, especially a person who wants to be a quilter, and they come in and ask for advice and talk, I use the word piecing to distinguish between putting the top together and actually the quilting versus the quilt, so that as I'm talking, I'm not repeating the same word, even though we now use the word quilting the same way as we do Kleenex. You know, Kleenex is a brand, but we use it. Okay, my tool I picked for tonight is a neat one. It's called the Perfect Rectangle Ruler. So it looks like with all the paper on it. The nice thing is the lines go across. It's number 543, and tonight you can get them for $19. It's regularly $24.99. It has the wonderful instructions with you. So these are the ones that help you to make, I found my little sample, to make the rectangle, half square rectangle versus a triangle. So that would be the use for this particular triangle, called the Perfect Triangle from Creative Grid. And like I said, the instructions that they add to it are always really, really, really nice. Oh, great. Millboard Quilter. Glad you joined us. And right now, since I don't have any direct information on you, if you would send me a text, that way I'd at least have your phone number and be able to get a hold of you. And our number scrolls at the bottom of the screen. Because we are delighted that you've joined us tonight. So text the number 605-423-3464. And that way I can get a hold of you and know exactly where to send your purchase. So that is our tool. So with that, now I'll move on to the rest of the fabrics that I set aside. And I know some of them you've seen, some you have not, because we did get some kind of miscellaneous colors that came in before Christmas. And so that's what I'll be showing you. I need to get a little water. It always seems like about this time I get a frog in my throat. A little bit of crud. Okay, Kaylin, 5:43. Can do it. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a real simple tool to use. Okay, first I'll go through some of the stuff that we are almost out of, that we are getting very low on. And all of these, you know, are some of our newer lines that came in. Let me see if I can find something that I can rest this on so that I'm not wiggling and jiggling all the time. So we'll begin with number 555, and it's $8 a yard. Okay, thank you, Millboro. There. I appreciate that and stuff. So 555, $8 a yard, and we'll see how much we can get. I should ask, based on what I'm seeing, are you seeing much of this? How far down are you seeing?
Half.
You're
About
seeing
half.
about half? I wonder if I have something I can raise this up just a little bit. Yeah. Because it'd be nice. I was looking and I thought, you know, it looks a little bit low. And like I said, my stand, there we go. How's that? Yeah, that looks better there. Okay. 555. This is one of my favorites. We had 3 pieces in this line. I'm down to 2. So I'll show you the mate to this one, and that was 555. Here's the mate that came out with that one. 556. Once again, $8 a yard. Getting very low on these. Thanks, Angie. So get them close. You can see, try not to wiggle too much to create a lot of blurring. So a very pretty blues and teals in that combination. Let's see, my sunflower. This is the last of my sunflower. The rest of the pieces went really nice, and there's not much left on this one. 557, number 557. And about 2, maybe 2.5 yards on the sunflower. And I know my other ones are all gone. So it's great that when they go, and that's number 557. Okay, nice line. This is the first one in the line, 558, number 558. Nice little wavy line to it. Oh, okay, Karen. You know, I thought about that. I was trying to get everything taken care of, and Jeannie was helping me, and Joe was helping me, and we were scurrying. I'll make sure that you get the extra. Same with you, Lucy. Because I kind of looked and I thought, man, my little bucket where I throw the tickets looked a little light. And I thought, I wonder if we just flat overlooked. But I'll make sure that you get them. Yeah. And hopefully if anyone else I miss, just let me know. Because I, try to keep on top of some of that. Okay. One of the other ones that came with that line, in case you decide you want to wait and order a yard of each, is this one. Oh, he's already moved the number, 559. For a second, I thought maybe I wrote the same number. Angie, you didn't get yours either. Okay, well, here, it looks like I just kind of skipped everybody. It was a busy time. It was very nice. Sometimes our Christmas will slow down as it gets closer to Christmas Day, but this time we stayed steady the whole time, trying to take care of everything and everybody and getting everybody's quilt done and stuff, so we stayed busy. So it looks like I kind of missed everybody. So I'll make sure everyone gets theirs. I'll start setting some aside. Yes. And we get busy and stuff, so. And if you order tonight, I'll make sure that I add them to this order, because I don't even know the date of our drawing. I think I was going to move it slightly, since we didn't have any during Christmas or New Year's. So 560, and this was the butterfly that came with the other two pieces. And there's probably 1, 2, maybe a little over 2 yards on the butterfly. Yeah. And I'll try not to wiggle. It's me wiggling. Try to keep it steady. So anyway, 560, nice butterfly. So this was the third of the 3 on that group. Let's see what I have. Oh, I only have 2 on this one. I can't remember what the third one looked like right now. But it is gone. 561. This is the yellow. Whoop. There. Nice yellow flowers. Really nice. 561. So 561. And excuse me, the piece that went with it, 562. Number 562. Oop. There we go. Kind of looks like burnt wood almost. So 562. Okay. For my next one, he's all by himself. This was one that we got in with the with a fat quarter line, and we were using it for binding, and the fat quarter line is all gone. I don't have any wide backs tonight. I'll try to remember to add wide backs next week, because I did get some new ones in. I never even gave a thought. But thank you. Thanks for the suggestion. So next week I'll make sure, excuse me, that I add wide backs to the line we'll be showing. I've got a brand new line to show next week and a quilt. Got the quilt done, and I'll add wide backs to it. 563, yes. My number taker is on the move. Doing a great job. Anyway, kind of a peach and a green. floral, very pretty. Okay, and then this little group, I still have a little bit of each of them. Nice little line. I still have a project that I was going to make out of this and haven't gotten it done yet. 5, 6, 4. This one's 5, 6, 4. And 1, 2, 3, about 3 yards or so on this particular one. So 5, 6, 4. Yeah, if anyone else has any suggestion on something they'd like to see, just let me know. I'm always looking for ideas. Always looking. Took me a while to figure out everything to show tonight. Here's another piece of that group. There's the 3 pieces, and I've got about the same amount in all 3, it seems like. About 3 or 4 yards in each one of them. I don't carry any Moda. And it's not that I don't like Moda. They were not very nice to me when I first started. And so I just shy away from them. Because I was thinking, to be as polite as I can, when you start out and you're small, and I was about half the size in my square space that I have now, and when a company that you go to do business with looks at you and says you're too small for us to mess with, you move on. So 5, 6, 6. So this is the last of that group that went together. So that'll give you an idea if you want a yard or 2 of anything that went together. That's the reason I'm letting you know. And like I said, there's not a lot left on any one of these and stuff. So okay, and now these are some miscellaneous colors that I've had come in. Here's a lovely purple, again, $8, 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure, I couldn't remember if I've shown some of these before or not. Some of them I know I haven't, but 5, 6, 7, $8 a yard.
It's got small dots. You can't see the
Teeny,
dots.
oh, can't see the dots. It has teeny tiny dots. I don't know if I can get it close enough to really be able to tell. So it's really 2 shades of purple. Oh, I'm getting an okay sign, so we'll hold it there. So they're really small dots, and they're done in kind of arches, rows and rows of arches, and then another row. If you think of like Bishop's fan kind of thing, but kind of subtle. So anyone that needs a real light, more of a lavender, this one would work really well on it. So that's 5, 6, 7. Good. But I ran out of numbers. So then I got in a nice pink, little bitty flowers, 5, 6, 8. There we go. Little white flowers on pink. Hopefully that looks good. Another comment. I just found your stream. All fabrics are quilting cotton fabrics. Yes, they are, Jenny. Looks like you're Jen. Yes. Anytime I show you something that is not 100% cotton, I definitely would tell you. But everything I've shown you tonight is 100% cotton. And Jen, if you like, because I do have some of my ladies will rewatch, and then they will text me their order after they've rewatched the show. But I'm delighted that you joined us. The text number is rolling across the bottom of the screen. So yes, I check the phone, or one of the other gals, we check the phone in the morning to see whatever conversation that we'll have from tonight. But this one, like I said, a pretty pink. So if you need kind of a pink blender with a little bit of design on it, this is a great one to have. What number was the last one? The purple? The purple was, what, the number before? 567. 567. So today the purple was 567. Okay. Oh, some 4-yard cuts that are red, white, and blue. Patriotic. Okay. At the moment, I don't have enough to really show you a really good patriotic theme, because I do have my black and white set up for next year. Actually, it's black and ivory that are really, really pretty. But I do know I will be increasing my red, white, and blues. And when I get them, I definitely will be showing them off. Because right now, yeah, I've got a little bit, but not a whole lot and stuff. 1-yard cuts, yeah. Definitely. That's one of the things that I'm going to do this year that I wasn't doing before, is anytime I have a line that I can show you like I did tonight, I will be offering it in 2-yard or 1-yard cuts for the whole group that I'm showing you. Yes, I will be doing that. Keep working at trying to improve and create. Okay, another nice blender, a beautiful yellow, 569, and it's got a little, it's really hard to see, but it does have just some straight lines in it that are just kind of crisscrossing to give it a little more texture than just a solid yellow. But it is definitely reads solid. But there is, can't tell if it's got a color key, but it looks like there's about 3 colors in there. Okay, yes, thank you, Jen. Yep. So, beautiful yellow. Like I said, some great blenders that I got in just before Christmas. Okay, how about a brown? Sometimes we could use a brown. This one's 570. It's got a little design on it that looks like X's. There's little plus signs, dots, some kind of little archy type design. The dark spot is real archy. Oh, there's hearts. All kind of real tiny, but it gives you a nice little different texture. Kind of a medium brown. That'll work nice with any project that you would need that little. Well, like I said, sometimes we just need a little bit of brown. I had a really nice baby blanket that came in today that she had bordered it with 2 shades of brown for a boy, and it looked really sharp. So, very nice brown. Okay, and let's go to green. Here's a great blender This one's got a white, kind of a daisy looking flower on it, but a nice green blender. I was going to say kind of a light green. I never know exactly how true the colors are as they come through, but almost a pastel, but a very pretty green. 571. And this one was heavy. 572. It's a blue. There we go. Nice blue. Lots of design on there. Kind of a nice medium blue. Couple different shades. All kinds of spirals. 572. Number 572. Definitely. I was thinking the ones I showed today, yeah, it would even blend with some of the ones I showed earlier, that it has a little bit of that look to it. But 572. So there we go. Well, that's one of the things I always forget. When PAX is here, I don't go quite as fast. So I had enough stuff. I try to get to an hour, but I know my tech likes to be done quickly. He's always going, it's okay to be done early. Well, it's okay tonight. I think we showed you some great pieces. So if you have a chance and you didn't find something right away, go back and look through it. I know several of you do, and then you let me know when you see it. Oh, Carol. Okay, glad you joined us, new today. Shipping. I charge $5 shipping. It's just flat, $5. And of course I am talking within the US, because I do know sometimes things are seen elsewhere. But in the United States, and that includes Alaska, $5 shipping. Alaska and Hawaii. $5 shipping. And for those of you that have joined us, just a couple things to let you know. We do have what we call PAX's Quilting Treasure Chest. And it has a lot of different notions and stuff in it. Let me see, Jen, the manufacturer for 572, manufacturer, Benertex. So nice company, Benertex. Yep, pretty much everybody, you would recognize the companies that I deal with. Because tonight, the blue line, to give you an example, the blue line was Wilmington. Let's see, who else was I showing you besides Benertex? Dear Stella, Timeless Treasures, Wyndham, Quilting Treasures. Trying to see. That was Dear Stella, Timeless Treasures. So as you could tell, let me see. Okay, good plan, Jen. Great, thanks, very fair. You're welcome, Carol. Like I said, generally everything is from companies that you would recognize the name. And so sad, Moda's not one of them, but Riley Blake, Wyndham, Wilmington, Benertex, Timeless Treasures, Quilting Treasures, drawing a blank on who else is out there. Maywood, I really like Maywood flannel, so you'll see that. And Maywood has other good stuff too. I'm drawing a blank. But They're all great names out there. Yes, wonderful, $5 to Alaska. Yeah, we don't treat them like they're foreign. We know they are part of the U.S. So yes, and stuff. Trying to think of anything else. So anyway, maybe I didn't finish on Pax's quilting chest. We draw every 6 weeks. You earn tickets by chatting with us and by making a purchase. So if you chat with us, a lot of times I will text you the picture of your tickets. And if you make a purchase, I will send them to you. And we put together a variety of things, all basically quilt related. The value is $100. And let's see. Okay, Jen, that gives me an idea maybe where you're from, Jen, which is wonderful. Eventually I get to know where just about everybody is from, because I know I have great ladies from all over. I mean, just some wonderful ladies that I enjoy chatting with and stuff. So, yes. Let's see, on the tickets, we draw every 6 weeks. I was trying to think if there was anything else.
The value of the prize.
Oh, yes. I forgot. The value of the box is, we try to put together a $100 value of a variety of things. And some of my past winners have logged in with us. I know, let's see. Who was my last one? Oh, Teresa hasn't logged in tonight. I think she was the one that had the last one, unless it was Angie. But I know Lucy's won, and Karen has won, and Quilting Grandma has won, and so I know that there's just a variety of things that we put together in the quilting chest, and have the drawing and stuff. So yes, thank you, Millboro. Those are all good companies. That there is a lot of them. And stuff, so that makes it nice and stuff. And so, Jen, glad you joined us. Millbury, Carol, I know those are all names that I generally don't see. My regular ones, like I said, I didn't see Lucy. I do know there's some that don't log in and chat, but they'll talk to me tomorrow. And otherwise, it's great. Okay, Angie, yep. Very happy with her box of goodies that she got and stuff. So, yes. Oh, great. We will appreciate that, Jen. And Lucy, yes. Yep. Some of the ones on here we have been chatty friends for quite a while now. It is really nice because I've got different ones. Lucy is in New Mexico, along with Kaylin is in New Mexico, and some of the gals are closer. Angie's out of Wyoming. So it's always fun to know where everyone is and what is going on. Can I go back and watch the early ones? Yes, you can. Right. I can't guarantee that some of the really past ones that I still have the merchandise, that's one you would have to check with me on and stuff, because I can't always, there's no way for me to subtract it from a video when we sell out. But yes, you are certainly welcome to go back and watch, and then just double check with me.
Have her text you.
Via text. Yes, via text. Just send me a text, and I can get with you to find out what I can provide for you. Yes. Oh, yeah. Karen, always love hearing from you. definitely. And Kaylin, so glad you were off for a while. So I'm very glad you're back. It's always nice to see familiar names. And we always say, if you happen to come by, stop in. We love it. I believe Kaylin was able to come in, I think it was last fall. Time kind of slips away that I don't always remember and stuff. That she made a trip to South Dakota and was able to come in. So anyway, we're delighted everyone has joined us. Hopefully you like what we did, showing off our beautiful blue quilt. And next week I'll have some black and ivory fabrics and a finished quilt for you again. That was what I was doing during my break. Between that and trying to convince others to take my place so I can get another break. But either way, I'm going to say good night now because I know my tech person is getting antsy. So, yeah. Got to remind him to go up and he can hit the intro because I'm basically done. So it'll start scrolling over my face. Or the outro. Yeah, we call it the young man that set it up called it our outro. But anyway, you can follow us on Facebook. We are working at trying to do a Facebook version. We don't have it perfected yet, along with our YouTube. But if you would, when you subscribe, make sure you click the little bell so you get our notifications of any time we post or when we go live. We appreciate that. But thank you for watching us tonight.